I had a sugar daddy that paid me a monthly allowance of $4,000 a month. And when he went through a divorce, he couldn't provide that for me anymore. And I was like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? So I told my best friend, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And my friend, she was going out of town to work at a bar called the Green Door every month for 1 week. And she decided to confide in me, and she said, that Green Door bar doesn't exist, girl. I go up to San Francisco once a month and work as an escort, and that's what you should do. You are not a $4,000 a month girl. You are a pay-by-the-hour girl. You can make that in 1 day. And I was like, are you serious? Is this safe? And so anyways, that's how I got into being a professional escort, because she introduced me to this whole new world. And I mean, I was spending multiple days a week with my sugar daddy for $4,000 a month, but yeah, I do make $4,000 in a day sometimes now.
Were you conflicted about it, or was this kind of like, man, this is an easy decision?
I was so scared. And she was like, well, why don't you just come on one of my trips with me? And I was like, yeah, okay, I guess that's fair. And she had me post an ad, but when you first start as a sex worker, especially as a escort, it's very hard for you to get booked if you don't have establishment, like if you're not established, like social media, ads, different website verification services. So it was very slow for me that week, but she introduced the idea of doing what's called doubles, which means threesomes. So I would see her with a client, and we would do it that way. And that's how I got established.
What was that first time kind of like for you?
I was so uncomfortable with it, because it's like, you don't get to pick who your clients are, you know, like you do a rigorous screening process and make sure that they're safe to see, but you don't know what they look like. And that was something that I was like, well, how can I do this if I'm not attracted to them? And she kind of, this provider, she like told me that I had to get into a role. So it was like acting. And it is. Some of it is, or a lot of it was when I first started. And so I would have to get into this role. And that was really hard for me, because I was like, when I was seeing my sugar daddy, it was like we were dating, you know, and I was attracted to him. And we like actually had a real connection. So this was different, because it was like very transactional, and like I may not ever see that person again, and it's like an exchange, and it just felt like sleazy and unsafe and scary. But after a couple of weeks of that, and then when I was making $10,000 in 1 week to start, I was like, I'm doing this. Like, it does not matter. And then I was able to get into character real quick. Like, in my day-to-day life, I'm a different person from when I am Madison, Montgomery.
What do you think that made you okay with it? Was it the money, or is it just like, I just got used to this?
Well, definitely the money. The money has been insane. But when I say that it started as mostly acting, it was, I mean, entirely it had to be an act for me, because I couldn't get into it. But now I don't feel like it's that much acting. It's like I'm giving a person an experience that like is changing their life. So I don't know. I feel like I'm a giver, and a lot of the time I'm a therapist because I get to talk people through their issues on what's going on in their lives, and I'm really good at that. I'm a Pisces. I'm an empath, I would say, and most of my encounters are like equally rewarding, like other than monetarily.
How does an encounter usually work, right? Is it kind of a date, or is this like everybody knows what they're here for? Let's get to the getting.
Well, it depends. Typically, someone contacts me via an ad that they've seen, or I post on Twitter a lot about my availability. They text or email me, then I send them to my screening form. They have to go through a screening process where I verify they are who they say they are. So yeah, so if they pass the screening process, then it just depends. Like sometimes a guy wants to meet with me for an hour. That's my minimum time. And usually an hour is just, I either go to them or they come to me, and it's pretty like wham bam, thank you ma'am. It's like a little bit of conversation, and then I get right into it. But then what I prefer is like a preferred for me, but obviously it's more expensive, is like a dinner date where we go enjoy a meal and some drinks together in public, and then we go back to my place or my hotel or their place, and then it's more organic feeling because it's like it feels like an actual date.
That doesn't really make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. So like when you talk about like the people that you're involved with, I'm assuming they're generally men.
Yes, although I see couples as well. I don't see just females though. It's too weird for me. Like I am, in my personal life, I would say I'm hetero flexible. I have been in like thruples and I have dated girls, but like it was kind of a phase for me. I'm not fully bisexual, so I can't see women one-on-one. It's totally like out of my wheelhouse. So I see couples though, and that has been enjoyable.
What if you kind of like were to put them in a certain category or to stereotype them in a way? Like what would you say, like what's the men, like is there a general age range, general type? Like how would you kind of characterize most of them?
Now that I've been in the business for a while and I'm very established, I'd say most of my clientele is between 35 and 65. But when I first started, it was a lot of younger guys, which it's kind of like stereotypical, like that they are the most annoying. Like they don't follow instructions. They don't do their research well enough. And there are exceptions, but typically I don't like to see anyone younger than me. It just feels weird. Sometimes I will. Sometimes there are respectable younger gents that want to see me, but I weed it out. You know, like when they contact me, I can tell who's serious and who's mature and who's not, and I can choose that way. But what kind of, they're definitely like white collar, most of the guys that see me, just because of the price point. And when I said before that I do domination and FBSM, full body sensual massage, those are typically blue collar type men, because it is a lot less. But I'm also not taking my clothes off. I'm not engaging in sexual activities.